you will be able to get this to come off of your face and give you more of like a contoured look up front, but it would look cute pinned back. Look how cute that is. But you could cut a bang in this if you wanted to, just by bringing all this fiber forward. I love talking to you with my face covered. Okay. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Chiquel YouTube channel. My name is Amanda and today I'm gonna be showing you guys 5 different lower density bobs, because we all love a good bob and we all love a good low density piece, right? Before I jump into it and show you all what I have, I'm gonna remind you to like this video and to subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can learn even more about alternative hair. All right, so like I said, I have 5 different low density bobs to show you guys. I have 3 from Jon Renau and 2 from Wille. So I'm gonna show these to you in no particular order, no rhyme or reason, but I do have a nice array of them. I have some that are hand-tied caps. I have some that are just a basic cap, and I have some that are an open wefted cap with monofilament features on top. Anyways, you'll see as we go, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start with what's called Tempo 100 Deluxe by Wille. Now this is in the color Hot Mocha Mix. What this is a base of a medium brown, so it has an 8 as its base. And what we have here is some reddish copper toned highlights going throughout it that gives it more of that warm look. We do have what seems to be more of like a golden, almost golden strawberry blonde in here, but overall, this is going to be a warm, medium brown color. Okay, Tempo 100 Deluxe is going to be so comfortable. And if you are a petite average person, petite average head size, then this is gonna fit you well. Wille often tends to fit a little smaller than average, especially their hand-tied caps. So what we have here is a full monofilament top, a lace front. It's not extended though. It's just, you know, temple to temple. It's not a true extended into your temples. And then we have a partially hand-tied cap. So we have hand-tied up here and then closed wefting at the bottom here. Now, just note that these aren't really that stretchy. So there's not a ton of stretch in this. There is stretch on the sides here, but in terms of like a front to nape feel, it's not gonna provide a lot of stretch. So this is gonna fit you more like a glove if you are a petite average person, like I said. Okay, let me put this on. This is going to be a lower density style. There is no permatease up on the top here, so that's gonna allow this to lay nice and super flat for you. It's not gonna be too poofy, but what you will find is just at the nape, really that's all there is. Where that closed wefting is, you will find just a little bit of permatease just literally right at the bottom. That's not truly gonna affect the look of the overall volume on this, because like I said, there's none in the crown. So let me give you a spin. So I'm gonna do this more as like a showcase, not a full review for each of these wigs. I'm just gonna give you some simple specs to it and then move on to the next one. Here's your lace front. I really do love the lace front on this one. I love how it's not too dense at the front, because this is a lighter brunette color and because they have some, you know, sprinklings of the lighter colors up at the front, it does make for a nice lace front here. And then of course we have that full monofilament top, which allows you to part it anywhere you want. So you could have more of that side swept look or a center part, either one, but we do have a little bit of a bang going on here. Obviously they are too long for a straight in front bang, but that doesn't mean you can't point cut and make it more of that straight across bang if you want it to. But it does have the capability to do that. It does have the capability to have more of a curtain bang effect even, or like I said, that side swept look. So there are lots of styling options with this. It's too short to pull into a ponytail unless you want like a little nubbin ponytail, but it would look cute pinned back. Look how cute that is. Just get some little bobby pins or a cute little pin, pin it back, and that would be a really sweet little look. Okay, Tempo 100 Deluxe, Wille. This is synthetic fiber, by the way, it's not heat friendly, but nice lightweight, fitting smaller than average, cute little bob with some sort of bangs on it. Okay, let's move on to the next low density bob I have, which is Cameron Lite by Jon Renau. Cameron Lite is also made with synthetic fibers. It's not heat friendly. Cameron Lite is the sort of newer and improved version of the original Cameron. Cameron Lite's gonna be a little bit lower density than its original Cameron, and the cap itself is just gonna be a little bit more upscale. So we have a full monofilament top again, which allows you to change the part wherever you want. The lace front on this is amazing. It extends all the way around your ear tabs. So you could pull it behind your ears with a little bit more of a natural appearance there. Plus we have some silicone ear tabs, which gives you the ability to easily add adhesive there if you want. Or if you don't have hair like me, it just creates a little bit more of a grip, which is nice. And then this is a 100% hand-tied stretch cap. So you are gonna get quite a bit of stretch with this. You don't have any clothes wefting anywhere on this cap. It's just all a really nice stretch material, especially in that center there. This up here isn't as stretchy, but the middle section is. It's just gonna be a really nice, comfortable, luxurious feeling cap. Also with a silicone strip at the bottom. So if you are someone who finds your wigs ride up in the back a little bit, this is great because it's just gonna help adhere to your head a little bit better, or you can actually add some adhesive there to help stick to your head. Let me put this on. I do find that Jon Renau's light caps, so this is a light cap, they do fit pretty true to average. However, I am a petite size and I still find that this fits nicely because these hand-tied caps are so lightweight and they aren't bulky. So they don't give me a ton of extra bulk back here. Even though there is room, it doesn't feel too bulky. So even as a petite sized wig wearer, I still appreciate the fit of this, but ultimately this is more of an average size. Okay, let me spin for you first. This is in the color 8RH14, also known as Mousse Cake. That's going to be a medium brown base with the 8, and then the 14 is going to be this nice sort of medium ash blonde highlight going throughout it. So if you are into these ash brunettes, this is a really nice choice. In comparison to the Hot Mocha Mix that I just showed you on the Ellen Villa wig, this obviously, the Hot Mocha Mix is going to be more of a warmer brunette. So there's absolutely a difference here between the Hot Mocha Mix and the Mousse Cake by Jon Renau. Okay, so here's the lace front. I do love these lace fronts. However, you will find that on these light caps, the lace is longer. It's gonna extend to about here. Most people find that they wanna cut these. I do have a video on how to cut your lace front, specifically on how to cut a light cap. The video that I have shows me cutting the lace front on one of Jon Renau's light caps. So if you do have a Cameron Lite or any light caps where you're like, oh yeah, this lace front is a little too long, it's a little bit noticeable, go check out that video and it will show you how to cut it. But like I said, these go all the way around your ear tabs, which is really a nice feature to have. There's your silicone ear tab that you can add adhesive to. The only thing I do find about these ear tabs and about the lace going around is that if you were to tuck it behind your ear, it lifts. So if that's what you want to do, I definitely do recommend adding adhesive so that that stays flush against your skin. But this is also one you can change the part to, center part, left part, right part. It does have some layering in the front. I wouldn't call it a bang necessarily. There's just, you know, a little bit of layering going on. Okay, the next one I wanna show you is also by Jon Renau and it's called Kristen. And the reason I wanna show this one to you next is because this is in the color 10RH16, which is, it's kind of like a little bit of a lighter version of 8RH14. So here's the difference between them. This has an 8 base, which is a medium brown. This has a 10 base, which is like a medium to lighter brown color. And then we do still have some cooler blonde highlights throughout. But just overall, the look you're gonna find on 10RH16 is just similar, but a bit lighter than 8RH14. Okay, so Kristen is a lighter density bob. However, it does have a permatease top. So if you want more of a lower profile look, you won't get it as much as on Kristen as the other ones I'm showing because it does have that permatease top here that you see. And because of that permatease top, you're also not gonna get this natural illusion of scalp when you part your hair. So obviously you will see that when I put this on. One thing Kristen does have though, which gives it a little bit of nice extra realism, is the lace front. front. So if you are on a little bit of a lower budget, don't want to spend quite as much on something like Cameron Lite, which is going to be a little pricey to be honest, Kristen is a great way to start. It is an open wefted cap. It's nice and stretchy. This is going to fit pretty true to average. It has velvet ear tabs, a velvet nape, and then of course these Velcro adjusters. So let's get Kristen on here. So I will confirm that yes, this does fit pretty true to average, but overall, the style of Kristen it's so cute. It is just a nice typical bob with cute little wispy ends. There's not a ton of layering, but there's just enough to give it those wispy ends that make it so sweet. You'll have a little bit of layering in the front too, but again, they are longer layers, so you're not gonna have a bang, but you could cut a bang in this if you wanted to, just by bringing all this fiber forward. I love talking to you with my face covered. Okay, so let me give a spin for you. So like I said, this is a lighter density piece, but here's that permatease in her, especially up at the top here. It is gonna be a little bit poofy up at top, up at top. So you will have a little bit of extra bulk up there. So if you like that volume, you'll be okay with this. But I have had people reach out to me and be like, oh, you know, I love Kristen, but it's just too much up there. So just depends what you're into. Here is your lace front. It's just gonna be another beautiful lace front, honestly, especially with a color like 10RH16. They have some of that lighter fiber in the front, which helps make the knotting a little bit less visible. So lace front, especially on this color, really great. Then your permatease top, so the lace goes to here, and then beyond that, you're just gonna have your permatease top, which is that short-haired crimping effect that gives you that volume and that disguises your part line. So it's you're not gonna have that illusion there, which some people don't mind, some people can't stand. Overall though, these fibers are synthetic and they're very soft and lovely and lightweight, but Kristen is just a really good, more budget-friendly option if that's what you're looking for. All right, next up, I wanna show you Haute by Jon Renau. This is a lovely light density, a little bit longer bob, not too much longer, but this is a really light density piece. Now it's going to have the same open wefting that Kristen has here. So it's an open wefted cap, but you will also find that it has this really lovely left part. So you cannot see a part here because of that permatease top. This one, you will be able to get that illusion of a part line. You're just not gonna be able to change your part to the right or to the center really. It has to stay on this left side where that monofilament is. But then we go into a really nice lace front here. And I will show you, it has a velvet nape with some Velcro adjusters. All right, this Haute here is in the color, ooh, let me get that down, is in the color Malibu Blonde. The color code is 12FS12. This is going to be very similar to the color Shaded Praline 12FS8. It is more of a golden blonde with some cooler tones in it. And then we have a very subtle root here, a light brown root. If you want more in-depth intel on this color, I have done a video specifically that shows you Malibu Blonde versus Shaded Praline, which are very similar colors. So check that video out and it will definitely give you a little bit more insight on this color. So let me give you a little spin. So Haute here is actually made with heat-friendly synthetic fibers, as opposed to the synthetic fiber that I was showing you in all of the other options before. So heat-friendly fibers are gonna be a little bit less shiny, a little bit more human hair-like when you look at them because of the lower shine, but they do get a little bit frizzy and frazzly at the bottoms. And they do require a little bit more maintenance than your plain synthetics. They do require maintenance with heat, and I also just posted a video about how to maintain the frizzy ends on your heat-friendly fibers and on your synthetic fibers. But I posted that video not too long ago, so make sure you can go check that out too. So I'm not giving you like all the information in this video because like I said, I've done videos of a lot of these topics before. This is more of just a showcase of these lovely wigs. Okay, low density, it's honestly a really nice low density, natural density. The lace front on this is quite lovely as well. Here it is, but again, it's not extended. It doesn't go into a true temple to temple. It just stops right here. And then of course that left part right there. I love this wig. So many people who've tried this one love it because it is just such a natural density. Which way is that going? And I do have it here in the color FS27. I'll put this one on as well. This is actually my own personal one. This one, Malibu Blonde, is not. I'm just showing it to you, but FS27 is my own personal one that I have worn a lot. So this one, you can see what it's gonna look like after, you know, you've worn it many, many times. It's holding up really well. I haven't actually put any heat on this one yet, and I've probably worn it more than 10 times, and literally I've never put any heat on it yet. It's still looking pretty good. I haven't even washed this one yet, to be honest. This one is just, you know, it's holding up really well. I love this color though. I love the lace front on this color. It's a really natural lace front. Anyways, FS27, Haute by Jon Renau. It's a really, really good option. Okay, I'm kind of getting longer with these bobs as I go. The next one, although it's a bob, I would consider it more of a lob. So that would mean it's just more of a longer bob, more of a shoulder length bob. And this one, you guys probably know exactly what it is. This one is Drive by Ellen Wille. This is one of Ellen Wille's most popular wigs by far, if not the most popular. Drive is gonna be just an easy to wear, natural style, just very effortless style that can be worn by so many people. Very good for everyday wear. But let's talk about the cap here. We do have an open wefted cap, nice and stretchy. This one just has a center monofilament part. I would love to have a Drive with a full monofilament top. That would be amazing. But this one's just a center part, which is fine. And then we do have a nice extended lace front that goes into your temples with an extended velvet nape and Velcro adjusters. So I'm wearing this in the color Pearl Blonde Rooted. It's a similar color to Shaded Biscuit, if you are into that, by Raquel Welch. And we do have, of course, that root, just like a medium to light brown root on this one. See what I mean? How this is just a easy everyday style. There's not a lot of bells and whistles on this. There's not a lot of layering in this. There's not a lot of density to this. There's no permatease on this. It's gonna lay pretty flat, low profile, and there's just not a lot of extra pizzazz to the style, which makes it just easy to wear on a lot of occasions. So Drive is made with heat-friendly synthetic fibers, and the one bit of feedback that I do get from people who wear Drive is that it tangles and it gets frizzy because of the tangling and the brushing and the rubbing up against your clothing. So in order to fix that, you do have to use heat on it quite often to get rid of those frizzies. And you do have to carry a wide tooth comb with you throughout the day so that you can comb it and get rid of the tangles. So that might be something that bothers you, or it might be something that you are just able to deal with throughout the day and you don't really care because the style is just so perfect. All right, let me show you the lace front on this one. I do usually really like Ellen Wille's lace fronts. I love how this doesn't give me a rainbow forehead. I show that a lot on Raquel Welch pieces with their blonde rooted colors because they give the rainbow effect where all of the light fiber is brought to the front. I like how this doesn't have that. So you're not gonna have all the light fibers here at the front. In turn though, the knotting is like a little bit more visible, but on this color, I don't find it horrible. It's really not horrible. Anyways, I enjoy this one. And then of course this has that center monofilament part. So you could part it as close to the seam on the right or left side as you can. And that could give you like a slight right part or a slight left part. But overall, you can't part it beyond where my fingers are right now. So it would only just be a slight left, slight right. You could sort of jig that up a little bit by parting at your lace front a little bit more and putting these fibers over, and it can kind of give you that illusion, and then you swerve into the part. So it can kind of give you a little bit of an illusion of a side part if you were to do that. So there are some options, but it does just have that center part there. All right, guys, let me know below which one of these is your favorite. I find it's really hard to choose between these low density bobs. If I had to choose, I think I would go for either Drive or Haute. And I think that's because I'm partial to heat-friendly synthetic fibers. I just prefer them for their lack of shine in comparison to synthetics. But that's not saying that I don't love the other three that I showed, because I do love those ones as well, and I would wear them. But let me know below which one your favorite is, or which one you would love to wear, or even if you have tried any of these styles that I have shown before. It's always nice to get your opinions and your experiences on these pieces. As I'm talking, I'm noticing Drive as a face flopper. I keep like pulling it back, and that is also something about Drive you might want to know. It does come forward a bit, however, with a bit of heat, with a bit of water and heat, I should say, and pinning back, you will be able to get this to come off of your face and give you more of like a contoured look up front, as opposed to being a face flopper. So there are ways to fix that if that's just driving you batty, because obviously I'm over here being like, huh. But that's gonna be something that happens a lot to brand new out of the box wigs, which all of these are. Okay, anyways, comment below. Let me know your thoughts on these. Let me know if you have these, if you've experienced these. I'd love to hear from you. That is all I have to share. And thanks for watching, you guys. Bye, everybody.